Hello, welcome to another episode of Cranial Diarrhea. I am Tiff.
And I am Seymour. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Seymour Butts. Hello, Richard. How has your week been, Una?
I'm alive.
You know what I was going to say, but I couldn't remember the name. The character you said when you were getting your haircut, you said you was afraid you would look like the.
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I'm here with Lord Farquaad, but I was like,
Farquaad?
Farquaad. Farquaad. Oh, what a name, Farquaad. Hello, Farquaad.
That's not funny, that's hurtful.
No, I didn't say it though.
You just said it.
No, I was making fun of the character's name
My
now.
mommy says I look
I think you look beautiful. And we know mommies are always right.
nice. Mine is.
You look beautiful.
She's not always right. I don't tell her that.
Mommies are always correct. As my microphone's falling. That's pretty cool. Hello, Lord Farquaad. What?
Well, it's
Farquaad?
fitting, right? Because you look like Shrek.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shrek's handsome. What can I say?
No.
So, no, I do like your haircut though. It's really cool.
Okay.
I do.
What's on tap for today?
Well, I'm going to turn the tables a little bit, but I kind of went nice and not really like trying to like because I was trying to give good like nice answers. I didn't, So I'm going to turn the tables. So I'm going to interview you, Yuna.
Okay.
So are you ready for this? Now these are this, and it's really some cool questions if you really think about it, because you kind of have to think them a little bit. What is the coolest thing you have ever done?
I grew a human.
Okay, we're gonna exclude granddaughter from
No,
all of
dude, I
these
know. That's
answers.
literally the coolest thing I've
That
ever
is
done.
that is a coolest thing. But
I
okay,
grew
so
a
the
human.
next coolest thing, because we're gonna exclude granddaughter kids. But think about it throughout life. What is like the coolest thing besides granddaughter and getting married and all that stuff? What's the coolest thing you've ever done? Like a specific concert or something like that.
Hmm.
This is what we call dramatic pause.
That's because my life has been relatively boring.
Hey, you've done some cool things. Just think about like because you've told me some stories of some cool things that you've done, but
What?
I'm not giving you any
You making shit
hints.
up.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not
just making
giving
shit
you
up.
any hints.
Well,
And I don't mean mischievous. I mean like really cool.
I don't know how cool it is, but um, I was in choir in high school, and it was before the cigarettes and whiskey that I'm a little hoarse today. Um, and for some reason, I don't
so,
remember.
so you went from tenor to bass.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically why. But I asked if I could do a solo, and so my uncle and I, he's like 6 years older than me, so it's not like some creepy uncle, showing up to a high school thing. But um, he, we got on stage and
Only you would
he
come up with
played
that.
guitar and I sang a solo.
That's really cool. What'd you sing?
Penny Royalty.
Yeah, and I seen the video. It's really good.
Um, and interestingly enough, like I had to perform the song in front of my teacher to make sure it was appropriate. So I did, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that." But she didn't know that the song is like literally pennyroyal tea is something you drink to rid yourself of consequences that may have arisen from
Things.
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we all learned something today.
But I didn't sing it for that purpose. I just sang it because of the Unplugged album. That was my favorite, and I wanted to sing it.
I once asked. I was actually in a choir once, and I asked to sing solo, and
Mm-hmm.
they said, "Yes, could you please sing solo that we can't hear you?"
Mm.
I was like, "Yes, I can."
It doesn't surprise me.
So that is pretty cool.
Mm.
That's cool.
I wouldn't say cool, brave maybe, but and I literally just stared at the stage lights, so I wouldn't have to look at the audience.
I'm not looking at
It
you.
helped. So,
So what is the and I really don't know how when I was thinking of this question, I really wasn't sure how to word it. It's not really bravest, but like like people are scared of like heights or spiders or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So what is like I guess the bravest thing you've ever done to overcome something like that? Like if you're scared of heights, you went and like stood on the Empire State Building and like I don't know, something like that.
Uh, there's not much that I'm really scared of. I'm not scared of heights or anything like that. I do have a fear of snakes and spiders, but I haven't done anything to overcome that because fuck that.
You're not gonna go hold a snake or a spider.
No, I have no.
Okay, well, it's just a question. So what was and when I say this, it's kind of like, what was and you can't, again, granddaughter and all that, we know, but you can't use that. What is the proudest accomplishment that you've had?
So there are two, but they're kind of the same thing. So when I was in grade school, there was this contest. I don't remember all like who all was involved, but I know that Reading Rainbow was involved. Um, but anyway, so we all wrote these stories, and anyway, long story short, mine was chosen. Um, and so I won an award for it. And I
Wow.
don't know, I don't remember if it was published or what happened there. I don't really, I mean, I was young, I don't remember.
Right.
I just remember that I got to go to the Opryland Hotel for an awards ceremony with my principal and my mom. And I got,
Like who is like one of like somebody famous that you met?
I've met a couple. So I met him, and then one time we went to the racetrack in Nashville when I was real young. I went with a friend and her parents, and Brooks and Dunn were down in the area where we were, but at the time I had no idea who they were. I just knew that people were having them like sign stuff, and so I just held out my arm, and they signed my arm, and but I was worried that my mom would be mad at me because she was always telling me not to draw on myself. So I washed it off as soon as I got back to my friend's
That's
house.
funny.
Um, yeah, and then I went to church with my grandparents one time. My grandfather was the sound guy at the really big church in Nashville. Anyway, Naomi Judd, the mom.
I think that's right. I don't know
Yeah,
anything really.
she came and she sat down right in front of my grandmother and I, and she turned around and she told me that I should model, and I was just the prettiest little thing.
Well, that's really
I didn't
cool.
know who she was at the time,
No, but that's cool.
but yeah.
So, what is the most daring thing? Like, a lot of people like to take risks, like jumping dirt bikes or doing things like that. What is the most daring thing
Uh,
legally that you've ever done?
Probably the dirt bike story where I told you that
Yeah,
I jumped off my bike in midair and
yeah.
skid
I
across the track.
still am not really sure why you jumped off the bike,
I
but
panicked.
it's like
Fight or flight, and I was
you were in
flight.
flight,
Yeah.
literally. So, what is the most memorable thing you've ever done?
It's probably that solo. Probably.
That's really cool. I mean, you tell me some stories about you and your grandfather going to football games and stuff. So, I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
tell some other
in
stories.
terms of like memorable, like those are great memories, but they're not like they don't stand alone uh because we went so often.
Right. It was
Yeah.
kind of a conglomeration.
Mhm.
It's kind of a group thing. So, what if you had your choice of any career, Una, what would your career
What
be?
would it be? I would probably be writing books.
I knew that was coming. What kind of books would you write?
I don't know, whatever comes out of my brain.
That's gonna be some wild books coming out.
Gonna be some
The
whodunits
aliens,
and I don't know.
the aliens versus
Yeah,
Godzilla versus Spider-Man in the universe of the
whatever,
caterpillar.
whatever craziness is percolating in there at the time, I guess.
So speaking of that, you do read a lot.
I do.
What is your favorite type of books to read and why?
I like the psychological thrillers.
You know, you're the only person I've ever seen that had like a list of their favorite serial killers. Today's top 10.
I like the psychology behind it.
Right.
I think that would be career choice number two.
Psychologist
Hmm.
or serial killer. I hope we're talking about
Not.
psychologists. Well, you got to start somewhere. That box of Captain Crunch is looking awful good.
I'll never suspect a psychologist.
I don't know that. Well, there was a movie where the psychologist was the killer. Remember when it like
Damn it,
dressed to kill
Hollywood,
or something like that?
ruining it for
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
telling you, that box of Captain Crunch looks good. I think I'll start there. Let's hide behind the chainsaws. So,
I find that I'm pretty I tend to be empathetic, but I also
are
tend
you?
to have
Are you?
a pretty broad I forgot where I was going with that.
You're
You started talking
you're
and it distracted
empathetic,
me.
but you tend to have a broad.
I tend to have a grasp on situation. Like I have an outsider's view of situations, and I tend to try when someone's talking to me about a problem, I try to take them out of the
That
situation
contact.
and put them in like, okay, but what if we thought about it like this? And then like I've been told that I give really good advice. I don't know. I don't take my own advice, and so
I give really good advice, but I don't take it.
yeah.
That's pretty good. Now that's a psychologist for you. I don't take my own advice. You do
I'm
though.
gonna fix all your problems, but
Yeah,
mine,
mine. No. So, what is your dream automobile?
automobile.
Yes.
Don't laugh at me. I want an 80s an 80s model
Monte
Thunderbird.
Carlo.
Thunderbird.
Those are cool cars.
Yeah, that's my dream car.
That's a really
And
cool car.
I've always had this image of me getting out of my car with a jean jacket draped down like down around my shoulders and leaning against it and having like Billy Squire like pumping out of the
You know what I think about when you do that? The uh, the show, the 21 Jump Street. You know when they go
yeah.
back to school, and he comes up with the VA
Yeah.
girl. I think I may have done that once back in the
I've
day.
always wanted to do it. I don't it's I don't know.
That's cool. So now we know if I ever get a car like I had previously and get it restored like I want to
No,
do,
I don't want a Monte Carlo. I want a
but you
Thunderbird.
could still do your thing out of it with your jacket.
I want a Thunderbird.
I'm not getting a Thunderbird.
You should. And then you should just give it to me.
We'll go find one like $50 at the junkyard, have it towed to your yard.
We could restore it. You know anything about cars?
You the older cars, yes, like the Monte Carlo, I could work
Well, we
on.
could absolutely
All
restore
these
it.
newer cars with all their computer stuff, no, I don't mess with all that.
And it would be an antique.
It would be an antique, like me.
Yeah.
So you want an '80s Thunderbird,
Hmm.
and you want to be blaring Billy Squire of all the people. I mean, just go way back. Everybody wants me. Danny.
I don't know. That's just who came to mind. I don't know.
I mean, talking about time travel, that's way. And of all the groups, you come up with Billy Squire.
That's just who jumped into my brain. I don't know.
Put your right hand out.
It's like, yeah. Where'd you way? Yeah. Anyway.
I could so see that. I could see you rocking the jean jacket to Billy Squire. Of all people. I don't know that anybody's ever said I want to be blaring Billy Squire, but now they have. No offense to Billy Squire, but
I know. I could have gone any way with that. I could
I
have
mean,
just.
I guess it could work. You pull up in the car, blasting stroke me, stroke.
I mean, literally, I could have gone any, like, I could have said Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain just was like, who's quiet? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go and try to find you a Billy Squire shirt just so you have it now.
I don't know why I went there, but that's where I went.
I've got that's my
That's
mission
where
now.
we are now.
My mission is to find you a Billy Squire shirt.
I rocked the shit out of it too. Like,
I'm gonna have to start googling Billy Squire. It's probably gonna go who? Yeah, that cool kid badge just went away.
I don't know why that popped into my.
I
I
don't
have no
either
idea.
of all groups, but it's okay. Nothing against Billy Squire. Just wouldn't be something I would think you would be like blasted for.
Apparently, I would.
Oh, look, she's listening to Billy Squire.
No, it could have been Guns N' Roses. It could
Could
have
have
been.
been Van Halen, Metallica,
Yeah.
Molly Crew, but we're going with Billy Squire. What's Billy Squire be watching our show?
I mean, it's better than like Cyndi Lauper, you know?
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Get out of a T-bird. Just like my hair and a side pony
I'm
and
gonna
like
get out and I'm gonna be jamming some Billy Joel. Nothing against Billy Joel, great
Sting
musician.
and the Police. Yeah.
Some Rick Springfield.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If my mom was in the car, probably.
That would be Duran Duran.
It would, yeah. Or Madonna.
but, but Billy Squire.
Well, like any of those people that are probably more well known
Oh, geez,
than
and all
Billy
of
Squires. So I don't know.
and I think that's what makes it so funny to me is out of all the people and all the bands and all the solo artists, probably the one that I would probably think of least. I would say in the bottom 10 that I would ever think of, just because of recall or whatever,
Mhm.
would be Billy Squire.
That's me keeping
But
you on
that's
your
okay.
toes.
That's all right. We're gonna rock Billy Squire. That needs to be our new entrance theme. Oh, all right. So let's get back on. I don't know if I can get back on track now. I can't get this image out of you getting out of the car with show me, show me.
My jean
He'd
jacket
go
on.
up and lean on the hood. Put your right hand out.
My little hip belt. And,
He'd be
yeah.
sitting there going, put your right hand out.
No, I just lean against Carly. This.
That's right. Put your right hand out. Billy Squire.
Now I'm a little embarrassed. You laughing at
I'm not, no. It's just weird of all the people that name came up. It's like everybody out there. That's the one. Oh, sorry. See, I get distracted. I get to laughing because of Billy Squire stuff. All right. So this, I thought this would be a cool one.
me.
If, because we've done shows on like uh, ghosts and spirits and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could talk to anyone from your past, from beyond,
Mm-hmm.
and don't say Geordie LaForge.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I'm almost
I, I,
positive.
I couldn't tell you. Who would it be?
What am I talking about?
That's up to you.
There's so many variables.
You're going to discuss the weather. You're going to
I
talk
would
about
turn on the
no.
news. I
You're
would.
going to talk about Billy Squire.
I don't know. I think uh being sent it if I were being sentimental, I would say any of my grandparents. If I were trying to get into contact with someone that was not from my personal life,
Yeah, let's do that. Somebody from not from your person. I like that idea. You're going to
um,
talk to Billy Squire. I mean Elvis. I want
uh,
to talk to Elvis.
I would probably start with Kurt Cobain.
Oh, that's I didn't see. Yeah, okay,
Just
I can
have a
see that. Yeah.
conversation. I think that would be interesting.
What do you think that conversation would be about?
Music. I don't know.
Wow, that's
I don't
depth.
know.
The depth of knowledge.
Yeah. Uh, I would like to I would like to have a conversation with Rush Limbaugh.
That would be an interesting.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be something
And
cool.
then of course I'd like to talk to Michael Jackson because, he was my hero when I was a little girl. So
And you would have to inform him now it's Billy Squire.
now it's Billy Squire. You've been replaced. I went from beat it to stroke me.
Oh, some things a dad does not want to hear from their daughter.
It's funny though. It's
Yes,
funny.
it is.
That's funny.
Still can't believe Billy Squire. Yeah, just the process is not there. That's cool. So, what would you ask Michael Jackson?
I don't know. No idea.
Oh,
I'm not prepared to have the conversations. I'm just saying that if I had to choose,
okay.
I'm not good under pressure. I'd probably do,
That's no under
honestly,
pressure. Isn't that a Billy
100%,
Joel song?
honestly, I would literally just sit there and be like, um, um,
Can you moonwalk for
I'd be so
me?
nervous. I
Or the
just stare at him all creepily.
maybe he would stare back the same way.
All of them. I
And
would.
then that song. What was the one where they turned into the Thriller where they turned into the werewolf or something that
Yeah.
dies?
Yeah.
Yeah, start doing that dance.
Yeah. We just break out into spontaneous choreographed dancing
Yes, to Billy Squire.
to Billy Squire.
All right, so let's do some basic questions because I had Billy Squire blew me out of the water. Favorite color?
Several different variations of blue. So blue.
Blue, pretty much blue. What is your favorite food?
I don't have one.
Not even a cheeseburger.
I like so many. It's just like food. I can't pinpoint a favorite for you.
If you went into a restaurant right now, what would you order? Let's go by that.
What restaurant are we walking into?
We're gonna go into Toots.
I really like their hamburgers.
Okay, we're gonna go into Longhorn.
Longhorn? It would depend. I mean,
Okay, we're gonna go into Crackle Barrel. We're gonna find
it
one.
really depends on what mood I'm in.
Right.
In terms of like if I go to a steakhouse, I don't generally get the steak because I feel like my husband makes
They're
better
not as good as
steaks
you
and
grill at home, right?
yeah, they're just
I
overpriced
run
and
into that too.
overseasoned.
It's like they're not as good as you get at home. They're not.
Yeah.
They don't have that
Like
taste to
I
them.
wanna be able to I don't want to take a bite of steak and it just be
Okay,
a
let's
mouthful
make
of
it
pepper.
easier for you then. Favorite beer?
Michelob Ultra, but I have switched. So I don't really drink beer anymore.
I know that was going to be my next question. Favorite wine?
I don't really drink wine anymore either, but it's
Oh,
Barefoot Peach.
because you were drinking wine for a while.
Yeah, it changed.
So what are we drinking now?
I'm drinking Trulies.
What?
Trulies.
Trulies?
It's like a seltzer.
While you're listening to Billy Squire, right?
In my jean jacket.
So you're drinking Truly seltzer.
Yeah.
I mean, is that
But I did
even?
discover that my limit is 6. 7 is where I get into trouble.
So did you switch because of the sugar content
uh,
that alcohol
so
has?
I stopped drinking the wine because of the sugar
That's
content.
what I kind of figured. Yeah.
In terms of beer, I was never really a huge beer fan. It was just low in calorie and low in carb, and as long as it was like icy cold, I could handle it. But it was never like something that I was like, "Ooh, I want a beer." The Trulies they have a little more of they have a fruity taste to it, so it's nicer. I'm a girl.
I, this I'm aware of your daughter. I'm aware of that, and that is a girl drink, so you're
Yeah,
allowed to have that.
yeah.
But I'm just picturing now you get out of a 1982 Ford Thunderbird with a jean jacket, rocking Billy Squire, holding a
Oh
Trulies.
no, I wouldn't drink and drive.
I didn't say you were drinking. I said you were holding.
Holding an unopened can. What,
Yes.
trying to look cool?
No, you're going to open it when you get there.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Is my hair feathered?
Yes, you have the Farrah Fawcett look going on, and the wind starts blowing when you get out of the
Oh
car.
yeah, slow wind. Yeah. I start moving in slow motion. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the real throwback. I think I've got some parachute pants around here somewhere. Was that a slow motion pickup in the creek? It was like, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's a.
Wah wah.
I should
Oh.
turn the fan on. You know, like they do that commercial.
Yeah.
What was the? You'd be doing a remake of the video. You know how they used to have always the hair bands would always have the girl near the car or whatever.
Yeah.
You'd be rocking out the Billy
Trying to
Squire.
climb on the car. I'd be the one to slip and fall off of it.
Okay, that brings up.
You notice that the '90s music videos, they all looked like they were inside of a cheese grater, though, like the late
Yeah,
'90s.
yeah.
Anyway,
The '80s videos were cool.
okay.
They were cool. I mean, what do you need more than babes and
I
cars?
will say the "Take on Me" video was pretty interesting.
The '80s videos were cool.
You know who one of my favorite artists was from the
Billy
'80s
Squire.
when I was growing up?
Billy Squire.
Gary Newman.
Gary Newman. Short People, right?
In cars. Dun-dun, dun-dun,
Didn't he sing that
dun-dun.
Short People
I
song
have
too,
no
or is that
idea.
somebody else?
I think he was a one hit wonder.
Okay, because there was a Gary something that sung like Short People Got.
Yeah, no, this is a
Okay,
different guy.
so he sang the car song,
Hmm.
kind of like the Devo Whip It.
Yeah.
Crack that whip.
I don't know why I gravitate towards this. Like, I don't know.
Because that's what you heard growing up.
I did. My mom really wasn't into Gary Newman though. Like,
Evidently, she was into Billy Squire. I didn't know
I
that.
think I saw it one time on like a VH1 pop up video. And I was like, oh, I like it.
Because it was different.
Yeah.
The video that always cracks me up from the '80s is the safety dance where they're going.
Love that video.
Isn't
I
it
love
fun?
that song.
I love
Yeah.
the song, but the video cracks me up because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing?
They're like skipping in a field and
Yeah,
I don't know
and they
what's.
have the little guy
I'm
with
not
them.
sure what the hell's going on. And then like,
Somebody was on some
okay.
serious Billy Squire
Yeah,
medication.
well, I mean, it worked.
It worked. It was popular, but the
Yeah.
'80s videos were cool. All right, so that brings me to the final question of the interview. Most embarrassing moment. My microphone will not stay on. Why will yours stay in place and mine will not?
I don't know. You keep. I'm not really sure. Most embarrassing moment. It wasn't really something that I did that was embarrassing. Oh no, it is. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'll set the scene for you.
And we're not going to do the caboodle doodles, right?
No, that wasn't me.
I know, but
I'll set the scene for you.
see
So
and see.
it's another choir concert. Okay, and I had decided that I was going to sing another song because the first one went really well. But this time I was going to let my friends join. Okay. So we got together a grand total of, I think, and my uncle was going to play guitar on this one too. I should add that. But we got together to rehearse this a grand total of one time, and we didn't rehearse.
Oh, we don't need practice.
So now I practiced on my own over and over and over because that's how I'm a perfectionist. Um,
Yes, yes, that you are.
uh, and I think I practiced with my uncle a few times. Um, so anyway, the day of the show comes along, and we're standing behind the curtain, getting ready to go on. We're next, okay? My uncle needs a chair so he can sit down and play. So my teacher's like, okay, you're up, you're up, you're up. So I take the chair and I come through the curtain and I set the chair down. And then I go to the mic and I'm standing there and I realize I'm alone on stage. And I'm like,
Where is
so I turn around and I'm obviously aggravated. I turn around and you can see me, like I peek through the curtain and I'm like, you know, so they all come out, whatever. So my uncle starts playing. I'm not supposed to come in until I think the second bar. Um, but the girl that was supposed to start, and but my friend who was supposed to start before me in the beginning, came in late and didn't correct.
Oh,
And so I had trouble when I came in. I had like a hell of a time trying to figure out, like, because I had to skip like a whole half of a line. So I'm in panic mode, and I'm like, just fucking finish the shit and let's get off the stage. Okay. This friend over here couldn't carry a tune, right? So she's struggling, and then I'm trying to carry everybody. My poor uncle's over there like, I don't know what to do. The song ended and no one clapped, and for obvious reasons. And it was the worst. I've never been embarrassed like that in my life. I that was the last time I performed on a stage. The last time.
so do you think you have like stage shy, not fright, but just like shyness now?
It's like PTSD.
Yeah. But I mean, seriously, because events like that do affect you.
Yeah, because I before that happened, I
Because let me
I
preface.
wanted a career in
I
music.
was going to say, let me preface this by saying, daughter has a beautiful voice. You are you have a
Before the
beautiful voice.
cigarettes and whiskey.
Now she just sings bass. She can sing the heck out of a Randy Travis song.
You don't always die from tobacco.
Forever
Yeah.
and
Anyway,
ever.
you sound like Kermit the Frog when you try to sing.
I can sing at different levels. I do that when I'm messing around.
No, you
I
don't. You do it legit.
very rarely do I ever sing in my natural voice.
I do, especially after a few Trulies. I'm like screaming into the mic.
I can actually sing when I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I just choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in this world can sing when they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And the listenability of the singing depends on the listener.
You know what the worst part of that experience? Not the worst part, but backstage, I was in the hallway. I just like I went out and I went to the hallway. Where all the classroom. Where
Yeah,
it's
right.
at. Okay. And I just like I threw my back against the wall and I just slid down it and I just like hung my head. And my friends came out and my uncle's he sat down right beside me, but he didn't talk to me because he knew he was like, okay, she needs a minute. And my friends were like, oh my god, and how do you think we did? And I was like he could see it building in me, like I was tensing up real. And he's like, he was like, get the fuck away from her, because she's about to blow.
Like old faithful.
Yeah, she's about to go
But
off.
but here's the worst part of that whole story is that you said the one friend couldn't carry a tune.
I
And
don't know why she volunteered for it.
but
And you know what? I don't think the other one was very good either, but I humored her.
you should have just done it solo.
I should have, but I thought, I don't know what I thought. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was all good. It's an experience you learn, you move on.
I learned that I will never do that again, and I haven't.
So if you had the chance right now to get up on stage and sing, you wouldn't do that?
No,
I would I would make you do that.
no,
I would like carry you up there, place you on the stage.
nope. I'm not reliving that.
Because you do have you are a good singer. You know. You have that talent.
I'm not reliving that.
You wouldn't have to because you're a good singer.
I'm not doing that.
See, my next career, I'm going to become a professional comedian, and
Well,
I'm going
you're
to
gonna
tell,
have the same experience I just told
and
you
I'm going
about.
to tell, I'm funny, and I'm going to tell only ask the one fan. I'm funny,
You're not.
and
You
I'm going
think
to
you're
tell
funny.
ask our fan. She'll tell you.
She was drunk.
Still counts.
No.
And I'm only going to tell potato jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like when how you can tell a potato's easy because it's an IDO. Get it? Idaho potato. That's really funny. I just made that up. That's funny. All right. Do you have time for one more question, or is this interview over?
Hit me.
I mean, we're 35 minutes in.
Hit me.
Okay. Now, this is the most spectacular event. Something that happened that made you go, wow. Like, like when you see like this, the end of the fireworks, everybody's like, oh, that one, oh, like a concert or something that made you go, wow, oh, ooh. Sounded like an old Batman show. Bang, bang, boom.
I have no idea.
There's got to be something.
I don't know. I'm not easily excitable.
No, but you've seen something that's just like
Billy Squire.
Billy. There you go. Okay, Billy Squire. That'll work. Everybody wants you. Billy Squire makes her go, ooh, wow, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing stands out.
Okay. You'll think of something afterwards.
Probably not.
It's a lot easier for the interview when you're done.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap this one up then. You learned a lot about Una this week. So until next time, hello, Richard.
Goodbye, Richards. With your
Goodbye,
foot.
Una. Ow.